Oh, why, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I'm Robin, and Jack without a C, and hey, it's Yakuza Zero. So, hi, everyone. Hey, Malik and Judge. How are y'all doing? Malik says it's kind of hilarious how the Pocket Racer is the bumper for this series, but there's still some 10 or 20 hours out before Pocket Racer becomes the game. Yeah. Uh, so, a little bit on that, because I want to do that whole series in one stream, if I can. Hi, Kat. So we're holding off until we get to the point where we can access as many of the parts that we need, because, oh boy, I love that particular series, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, last time on, we finished off Goro Majima's Chapter 4, and we ended on a cliffhanger where we found out who Makoto Makimura actually is, and the fact that Majima has been misled this whole time. So we ended on a cliffhanger of him drawing a knife on this poor blind woman with the intent to kill. And now we're back with Kiryu. We got a nice suit, we got glasses, everything is so great. Hi, Necrobob. Things are just going swimmingly. In fact, I think we have enough completion points to get a new upgrade. We're working towards the golden pistol, which is going to very softly break the game. But also, we get a lot more money, including more money from Mr. Shakedown once we're finally able to beat him. The more money we get, the more we can upgrade. It's good stuff. So yeah, how are y'all doing? I myself am pretty tired, but mostly because I've been really productive. I've been doing a lot more writing that I haven't done in a long time on some new/old projects, which is really fun. And it's one of those days where, like, things are just kind of clicking well. I've been playing a lot of Wolong. I finished off Like a Dragon Ishin, and really enjoyed my time with it, and am eager to see what games are going to show up in my backlog. And we've been playing Yakuza 4. We finished Taiga Saijima's story, which, if you haven't played Yakuza 4, we will eventually get there, and it's going to be so good. Ooh, Lubu and Wolong. I have heard about that. I'm only up to the... I just got to the Hidden Village, and I'm about to do the mission after that. So I'm not very far in. I've been doing, like, a mission a day. Which is nice. Anyway, here's Oda. This is Tachibana's right-hand man. He's essentially the guy who goes out and negotiates with people up front. Tachibana, of course, is... Hey, Lindsay! Welcome! Tachibana, of course, is the real estate mogul who is trying to buy up all the land in Kamurocho. Because I ducked out of work early. Don't tell anyone. Your secret is safe with me and this video, which is saved to VODs for 60 days after initial airing and on YouTube. So... no one's going to find out except people here. The joys of a small channel. Let's go pay the squatter a visit. You ready to go?
お手並み拝見といこうか。まあ見てな。
All right, so let's do it.
この部屋らしいな。すみません。辻さんいます？山野井さんの代理で参りました。立花不動産のもんですがね。立花不動産？あとこれつまらないものですけど。おい、勝手に何すんだ。
What game is that, I wonder? Maybe it's a fake.
汚ねえな。あなた、こんなにゴミだらけじゃ立ち退くの大変じゃないですか？立ち退く？なんだよそれ。俺は立ち退く気なんかねえぞ。そうは言ってもね。このビルはもう山野井さんが新しいオーナーになったわけだから。 それをあんたがいつまでも立ち退いてくれないって困ってんですよ。民法395条。はい。あんたも不動産屋なら勉強しな。たとえ抵当権が設定された不動産でも短期賃貸借の場合、抵当権者に対抗することができる。要するに俺は法律に守られてここにいるんだ。なんなら出るとこ出るか。
Is this an example of malicious
固いこと
compliance?
言わないでくださいよ。立ち退いてくれるなら引っ越し費用はこっちで持ちます。ここの物件と同程度のとこをうちでご紹介しますよ。あのな、俺はここが気に入ってんだよ。そうやって何でも金で解決しようってのは感心しないね。
立ち退き料目当ての占有屋がよく言うな。
なんだよ占有屋って。てめえ言いがかりつける気か。ねえ辻さん、茶番はよしませんか。新しいオーナーさんとしてはさっさとこんなボロビル転売して人儲けしたいわけです。そんなもんそっちの都合だろ。お前ら下っ端じゃ話になんねえ。そのオーナー連れてこいよ。あ？だったらそっちもさっさとバックにいるヤクザ出したらどうです？ヤクザ？何の話かわからねえな。だからそんな猿芝居はいらねえってんだよ。部屋に居座るだけが脳のチンピラがでけえ口叩くな。なんだと？あんたごときにオーナーは出てこねえよ。バックのヤクザに伝えとけ。お前らの交渉相手はこの立花不動産だってな。あんま調子に乗んなよ、不動産屋風情が。それじゃ要件は伝えましたよ、辻さん。
Tachibana and the Yakuza have been using homeless people to squat various locations around the city just to force people out or to keep people in.
ま、最初はこんなところだろうな。
ずいぶん荒っぽい交渉だったじゃねえか。ビジネスマナーってのはどこに忘れてきたんだ。
仕事ってのは使い分けが大事なんだよ。だいたいあの辻って占有屋はうちの交渉相手じゃねえ。まずは本物の交渉相手を引きずり出さねえとな。
本物の交渉相手。バックにいるヤクザか。
結局向こうも金が目当てなんだからよ。お互いぶっちゃけたらあとはさっさと話進めようってことになる。
なんだこいつらは。
鈍いね桐生君。本物の交渉相手だろ。早速反応があったってことだ。
おたくらが立花不動産って人たち、山野井さんの代理だって聞いたけ
Oh, very punchable models.
ど、おたくらの味方ですよ。杉田ビルの占有屋に困ってるんでしょ。
ええ、まあね。
それ
Favorite NPC bit. People coming up and saying,
そした
Oh
らこれ
shit.
すぐに立ち退いてくれるから。
Bye. This is something that I do not need to get involved with.
その仲介料としてうちはあんたらにいくら払えばいいんです？
話が早いね。さすがカムロ町の不動産屋だ。そうだな、700万ってところが。あのビル転売したら奥は儲けが出るでしょ。
The cap we were given is about
良
5
心
mil.
的だと思わない？
ほんの少し部屋に座っただけで700万。あんたら楽して儲けすぎでしょ。
楽して儲けてんのはお互い様だろ。今時の不動産屋は濡れ手で泡だ。
だからってあんたらに払う金はないよ。ただそれでもあんたらには占有屋に口聞いてもらう。
へえ、どうやって？
もちろん力ずくでだよ。 ね、桐生君。
小田、あんた花からこういう筋書きだったのか。
まあね。でも新入社員の初仕事にしちゃ相手の数が多すぎたか。
いや、そうでもねえさ。
素人余計な手間かけさせやがる。この手間賃も仲介料に上乗せするぜ。
その手間賃ってのはいくらだ。
300万。合わせて1000万だ。
Well, time to fight. When it says I'm making a chicken satay stir fry and meal prep thing, and it smells ridiculous in here right now. It does smell somewhat like fish sauce now, though, not gonna lie. I mean, that sounds incredible, actually. And boop. Also forgot I had a vent fan. I mean, sometimes you want the hoisin sauce to just permeate into everything you have in your apartment, you know?
てめえら
That's valid
こんな
too.
真似してただで済むと思うな。その面覚えたからよ。
お前らどこの組のもんだ。
登場会太平一家だ。
Ooh.
太平一家。あいつの組か。
Yeah.
堂島組若頭でさ。阿波野弘樹。
うちを敵に回したこと後悔しても遅いからな。首を洗って待ってやがれ。河村町には星の数ほどヤクザの組があるのによ。夜によって堂島組の下っ端だったわけか。まずいとこにぶつかっちまったな。もっとも俺らが殻の一粒を追ってりゃいずれ勝ち合う相手だ。いい挨拶代わりになったんじゃないの。
Yeah, the squatter's just doing his job. He just got paid, that's
戦友
it.
やら辻さんよ。はい。まだそのビルに居座るつもりならさっきの話の続きするかい。いや、そのあんたの後ろ盾は見ての通りだよ辻さん。それでもまだ
Hey,
一
Mom,
人
good
で
to see
頑
ya.
張る気。いえめっそうもない。あ、そう。それじゃ今夜中にあの部屋出てってね。明日の朝までいたらこの桐生君が何してかすかわかんないよ。今夜中に立ち退かせていただきます。すいませんでした。
New. Oh, that's such a silly one.
これがあんたの仕事のやり方ってわけか。
俺のじゃない。全部立花社長から教わったやり方だよ。ま、最初の仕事にしては上出来か。どう？極道やるよりよっぽど楽しかったろ。片木の人間からも感謝されるしな。
俺が極道になったのは仕事を楽しむためじゃねえさ。
お前もしかして殻の一つを手に入れたら極道に戻る気か。
そんな先のこと考えてねえよ。
そっか。
それよりこの後はどうする。
ああ、問題の戦友屋は追い出した。お前は山野井のじいさんに報告頼む。それが済んだら天下一通りのセレナって店に来てくれ。ここのすぐ近くだ。
セレナ？何の店だ？
ただの小さなクラブだよ。 安心しな。今度は仕事じゃない。ささやかながら今日の打ち上げと行こうじゃないの。
Now we're going to see one of the mainstays of the series.
案外気前がいいんだな。
まあね。その代わり山野井さんへの報告はお前一人で頼むわ。あのじいさん、マイボールでボーリングするのが日課でね。マッハボールに行けば会えるはずだ。
マッハボールか。わかった。
それじゃまた後でな。
So Bar Serena is actually a place that shows up. It's been a part of the series since the original release of Yakuza 1. So this is sort of this game's way of, I don't know, solo a Star Wars storying everything together as tightly as they can. But I think they do it a little better than a lot of other things that try to prequelize things and create new context for everything, because Serena isn't treated as something special here. It's made special by the characters, and I think that's actually like genuinely kind of cool. Yamanoi's at Mach Bull, just up ahead.
いやー、それにしても頑固ですね、山野井のじじいは。自分の物件なんてもうほとんど残ってない状態なのに
The old
あれだ
cuss.
け圧力かけられてもまだ抗うとは。
まったくだ。しかし今回は体にみっちり教え込んでやったからな。いい加減次は落ちるだろう。
山野井さえいなくなればあのエリア一帯は娯楽王とまで呼ばれている設楽さんのものになったも同然ですからね。
まあそうなるな。これで5ビリオネアの他の連中にもでかい顔ができるってもんね。
Leisure King. 5 billionaires? Surely that won't be important. Especially with proper nouns all over the place.
てめえ何つったってやがる。
まあまあいいじゃねえか。俺は今日はもう人を殴る気分じゃねえんだ。さっき殴り疲れちまったからな。それに俺って器が広いからよ。見逃してやるよ兄ちゃん。金持ち喧嘩せずって言うしな。怖い顔した兄ちゃんだな。じゃあな、もう二度と俺の前に立つんじゃねえぞ。おい、行こうぜ。
はい。
Hootie. Who the hell was that? His little pet called him the Leisure King with a straight face. They definitely mentioned Yamanoi though. I don't like what I heard. I'll need to check up on him right away. Be saying that, Kat says, I think it helps that the series is taking place mostly in the same locations. That way you have those spots serving as familiar landmarks. And it makes sense that the character would keep on going to their favorite bar and restaurant / karaoke joint. Yeah, it's, even in Yakuza 1, Serena's already established as Kiryu's hangout place. There's no big story about it. Yeah, they don't try to do any sort of deeper meaning behind a whole bunch of stuff. Like, we're not going to get deeper meaning behind Kiryu's suit that he's known for throughout the series. We're not going to get, like... there's not a hell of a lot where they try to retroactively justify or enhance any bit of symbolism or major traits from the series. All they really do is create some decent context that fleshes it out. It's almost always additive rather than transformative. It's kind of nice.
山野井さん。おい、しっかりしろ。
桐生さん、お願いしていた仕事片付きましたか。
ああ、そんなことより大丈夫か。病院へ行くか。
いえ、大丈夫です。過ぎたビルまでよろしいですか。
わかった。
He needed new clothes for a civilian job and thought it looked good on him. I don't know what you were expecting. Actually, since we're
すみませんね。
playing Yakuza 4 off stream, like me and Lark, we actually got into the tattoos, and there's one tattoo that shows up in Yakuza 4 that's really interesting because it's quite literally a tattoo designed to not mean a damn thing. And there are some times where like their explanation is literally just like the character thought it was cool. Like they don't try to make super deep meaning in everything. They only do it when it like actually elevates the story. And sometimes the really simple explanations elevate the character as well. It's good writing. The series doesn't always do that. Like there are moments throughout the series that are going to be tough to get through, especially as we hit Yakuza 3 and 4. But when it matters most, they really hit the landing on a lot of dialogue, a lot of meaning, a lot of symbology. It's just very good. Even that says a lot about the character. If you can explain the substance of a character by showcasing how shallow they are, that's good writing. It's great.
ありがとうございました。戦友屋の件も無事片付けてくれたみたいで。
いや、それは別に構わん。それより大丈夫なのか。
ええ、おかげさまで大した傷じゃないですよ。あいてててて。
しかし、一体どうしたというんだ。
実はうちを潰そうとしている連中がいましてね。そいつらの要求を断り続けていたらやられちゃって。
あんたを潰そうとしている連中？もしかして娯楽王とかなんとかいうやつらか。
え、桐生さん、どうしてそれを？
さっき向かう途中で絡まれてな。山の井を消すだの殴っただの物騒なことを言っていたから、もしやと思ったんだ。
そうですか。
一体何なんだ、あの娯楽王ってのは。
娯楽王、パチンコ経営をはじめとした娯楽産業で成り上がった億万長者です。5ビリオネアの一人と言われています。
5ビリオネア？
今カムロ町で最も多くの金を動かしていると言われる5人の億万長者の総称です。娯楽王の他にも風俗王、電脳王、賭博王、芸能王と呼ばれる億万長者たちがカムロ町の物件に次々と手をつけ始めているんです。その圧倒的な資金力と金をばらまいて従えた悪い連中たちを使った圧力と暴力でね。
そんな奴らがいたのか。知らなかった。
彼ら5人はカムロ町を5つのエリアに分け、それぞれを自分のものにしようとしています。うちに目をつけている娯楽王はその中の一つであるこの天下一通りエリアを手に入れようとしているというわけです。私も多少ですがこの辺りの有力な物件を所有していますから、娯楽王はそれを狙って私を。
なるほどな。奴らを狙いはあんた自身ではなく、あんたの所有する物件ということか。しかしなぜ連中はそんなに物件を欲しがるんだ。
つまるところ金儲けです。マネーゲームを楽しむためですよ。現在の異常なまでの景気で物件や土地は転がせば転がすだけ金が儲かる。まさにうちでの小槌です。東洋一の歓楽街カムロ町の物件は特にね。彼らはゲームで大いに力を発揮してくれるそんな優秀な駒を何としても手に入れたい。
物件を駒扱いか。だがその駒には懸命に働いている奴らや平和に暮らしている奴らがいるわけだろ
う。もちろんだが彼らは自分たちの儲けばかりを考えて、そこで生きる人々やカムロ町という町のことを一切考えていない。 彼らのマネーゲームに巻き込まれて悲惨な目に遭っている人たちがすでに大勢いる。私は何とかしてそれを食い止めたい。この異常な景気で日本は豊かになったように見える。だがいつかはこの景気の波にも終わりが来ると私は思っている。その時カムロ町はこのままマネーゲームで引っかき回され続ければ雑草一本生えない荒れ地になってしまいかねない。私も長くこの町と共に生きてきた男。カムロ町が大好きだ。だからこの町をそんなことにはさせたくない。そのために抗ってきたんですが、さすがにこの老体には荷が重すぎたようだ。もう限界ですかな。
そう言わずにもう少し頑張れないのか。そんな奴らの金遊びのためにカムロ町を荒らされるなんてたまったもんじゃないぜ。
もちろん私もカムロ町をあいつらから奪い返して昔の健全な状態に戻したいという思いはある。だが5ビリオネアには膨大な金があるし、暴力に訴えかけることもできる。この老体にはそれがない。
くそ、なんとかならんもんなのか。ん？
一つだけ方法があります。
なんだそれは。
桐生さん、あなただ。
何？
あなたには奴らに対抗できる腕力も、悪い奴らを許さない正義感も、揉め事を解決する力もある。占有屋の件も私が手に負えなかったところをあなたはすぐに解決してくれた。そんなあなたがこの事務所を継いでくれれば、もしかしたら彼らに一矢報いることができるかもしれない。
何言ってんだ。買いかぶりすぎだ。俺には経営能力もなければ経験もない。
誰でも最初はそうです。難しく考えないでいい。私もあなたにお願いする以上、できる限りの協力はさせてもらうつもりです。ご安心を。それにこの任務は不動産のいろはを学ぶ上でもきっといい経験になると思いますよ。別に失敗しても構いません。どうせ遅かれ早かれこのまま行けばこの事務所は潰れてしまう運命だ。
しかし別に俺じゃなくても他に適任そうな奴がいるんじゃないか。
なかなか桐生さんほどの男はいないと思うがね。それに私はあなたを信頼しているんですよ。あなたが思っている以上にね。
なぜだ。
桐生さん、あなた風間慎太郎という男を知っているね。
Don't worry, I'll show it on
あ
stream
なた
here in a
は
minute.
風間さんが経営する施設の出だそうですね。つまり彼はあなたにとって育ての親だ。そして堂島組の若衆として杯を受けた今もその恩を忘れず、風間慎太郎を親として慕い続けている。
あんた一体どうしてそれを。
誰か信頼できる人間はいないかと探す私にあなたを推薦してくれたんですよ、立花さんが。
立花が。
ええ、くれぐれも内密にと念を押された上であなたのことをいろいろと話してくれました。
ということはつまりさっきの話は全部立花も承知の上ってことか。
ええ、立花さんもあなたがこの仕事を継ぐにふさわしい人物だと思っているんでしょ
あんた風間のおやっさんのことを知っているような口ぶりだが、どういう関係なんだ。
昔ちょっとね、詳しくは言えないが一つだけ言えるとしたら、風間さんは私がこの世で最も信頼している男だということです。そんな風間さんを慕う 昔の仮にそっくりのギラギラとしたしかし綺麗な目をしている男になら私の全てを託してみてもいいかなと思いましてね。お願いできませんか、桐生さん。今のカムロ町にはあなたのような男が必要なんです。
分かった。そこまで言うなら勉強のつもりでやらせてもらおう。ただ失敗しても恨みっこなしたぜ。
もちろん一つよろしくお願いしますよ、桐生さん。
Yay, we get to be real estate agents. So, just to talk about the thing that Cat made, we're just going to show that real quick because it's hilarious. This is weird, but I did say that I would help. This is basically every single sub-story. It's really good. Anyway, let's pop that off and catch up with the chat real quick before we move on. Let's see. Yeah, Shintaro Kazama is basically his activation code word. And there's some interesting stuff to talk about with regard to Kiryu's character, especially in him becoming a member of the Yakuza because of Kazama. That I won't get into right now, but Jack is here on my lap and cut such a fart that he woke me out of a dead sleep because I thought a wet towel had been lying on a burning diaper pail, just got dropped on my face. But he's also smiling in his sleep, like, how would I not love him? Listen, Catch rips some noxious farts. Oh, Malik, was that fake? I mean, I'm not terribly surprised, but I do love that article because there is this point where it's like, yeah, we knew a guy who was running the orphanage. Like, wasn't it a tax evasion thing? No, yeah, it definitely was, but he was still running it like a legitimate operation. It's really good. Okay, so, moving on. Right, no time like the present. Let's get you up to speed on the basics of our business. But, it's a bit distracting with the place in such a shambles. I'll call my secretary to help me straighten up. Oh, hey, and here comes one of my favorite characters. Secretary? Didn't know you had one. Oh, good. So I'm just going to have this other picture coming up, and we're just going to put that to the side, just like have a nice little... We're just going to... Jack is just going to hang out with us while we go through the sub-story. There you go. Yeah, that's good. That's smart. That's exceptional. Oh, yes. I'll introduce you later. She's quite the charmer, and I think you'll agree, Kiryu-san. So, can I ask you to step out for a bit while I get the office put together? It shouldn't take too long. All right. Sometimes you just have to have a cat on your stream, just there. Yamanoi is cleaning up his office. I should go for a stroll and then check back in later. And so we're going to go for a stroll. It shouldn't take too terribly long. In fact, it usually lasts nowhere near as long as you would expect. In fact, let's say we play some Outrun. I'm always going to look for an opportunity to play like one of the arcade games because I'm a goon. His little smile makes my heart swell. He's a handsome boy, is the thing. The thing is, he's a very handsome boy. Okay, 1 second. Before we do that, we need to talk to Luca. Okay, just making sure. Please let the secretary be Majima in one of those 6 skirt suits. Listen, if anybody has that fan art on hand, I'm not referring to anything specific, I just hope it is something that exists. So we're going to spend a little time while Jack hangs out with us, oversees everything. Okay, so I need to remember how the controls work. Change gears, brake. Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. He's not even, like, terribly in the way of anything. That's great. Let's see. Magical Sound Shower is very good, but we haven't done... Oh. There. We haven't done Passing Breeze yet. So, I don't know why I love these particular games. I just really do. So, I had mentioned before, during that whole conversation about Kazuma, Kiryu's character is kind of fascinating in Yakuza 0 because it really does focus on the fact that he's still pretty young and pretty naive. One of the common features of his character throughout the franchise, even in Like a Dragon Ishin, is that his worldview is treated as like very narrow and naive when he's often operating on this kind of idea of like being true to yourself, trying to do what's right for people, even if you're in a position where, you know, you're a crime boy. And it's kind of, it's kind of fascinating. The fact that like he's so glued to Kazuma wanting to be Yakuza because, you know, he grew up an orphan. Ooh, he hit the checkpoint. Cool. And so he was very envious of the fact that Kazuma had esteem, respect, and like being an orphan in Japan, at least in the context of this series and probably culturally so, has its own stigma. So there's a lot riding on the fact that like when Kiryu wanted to enter the Yakuza, he was literally trying to join a family because he had none of his own. Kazuma was the closest thing he had. Him, Nishiki, and Nishiki's sister, which we haven't gotten too much into, but we will later. So Kiryu is not trying to get in because he loves violence and he loves doing crimes. He's trying to get in because he doesn't have any sort of... the stigma of being an orphan, even with like this found family that he has. He doesn't have what other people would traditionally call a family. And it makes for some really interesting character study. Favorite gender of fan art? Let's see. Oh god, right, the gender bend. Let's actually go ahead. Okay, we're going to quit out because I think we might have the luck of bumping up our relationship with Luca. Nice driving again, Kiryu-san. Thanks. I'm really close to getting a new personal's best score, so wish me luck. Okay, I'm going to get this arranged real quick because I love this particular kind of fan art. And this particular Majima is, I would definitely like a game that had a character who looked like this. Because look at that. That is, like, genuinely a very nice, like, interpretation. Got, like, the good long face shape, the kind of angular features, while still being very Majima. Anyway. Boop. Sure. Let me know how it goes. Majima makes for a really cool girl. I mean, Goro Majima, regardless of gender, is gender goals. So. Oh. And it looks like that was just enough time. Alright, so we're going to go back to the Sugita building to get this ball a-rolling. I mean, if you're a kid with not a lot of positive male role models, and the one you do have has esteem and respect and cool stuff, it probably looks ideal. Yeah. And, like, it was also the one person who was treating him with, like, genuine respect and decency. He was envious, not because he wanted to be a crime boy. He was envious because he got things he felt he would never have otherwise, including respect, including being treated as if he weren't just some hindrance. Kiryu-san. Pleased to meet you. I'm Marina, Yamanoi-san's secretary. I look forward to working with you. Right. Kiryu. Good to meet you. What do you think, Kiryu-san? Place looks great, doesn't it? Yeah, it's incredible. Love the Nagel-esque artwork in the background. Alright, so now we have a new hideout. Now, how about I walk you through some business basics? Is this a good time? So, I already know how this works, so we're going to flip through it pretty quick. In that case, I'll let my secretary take it from here. There's a lot to remember, but if you forget anything, you can ask me anytime. For now, I'll walk you through the whole process once. So, the basic idea here is that we have 5 different regions in town. We can't access them right away, but each district has different kinds of businesses that we can go out and purchase once we have the money for it. These businesses will accrue money over time, and we can come back to our hideout here in the Sugita building and essentially cash in our profits. It usually takes about like 10 minutes, and we can reduce that time for each payout, so it's a really good way to make a lot of money, but also it's something that I'm going to be doing off stream a lot so that we don't have to sit here and watch it all go down. But I will go through the basic process, just kind of starting out. It's like farming, but with buildings. Let's get to it. Please give the order to begin collections for our current property holdings. So, we'll be looking at it through here. We can assign a manager, and we can assign security for our various locations, and we can even invest into these buildings so that they can rake in an even bigger profit. If you'll see in the bottom right, there's stats that go from, I think, X to triangle to circle to double circle to kind of indicate the success rate that they have, the affinity they have for the different kinds of properties. So, Tomomi Takada is great for this. Better than the other guy. Let's see. And as long as we have them on staff, like every round of pickup, every round of collection, their economic influence will shift over to the right. So the higher it is, the better. If you get into the negative, you kind of want to avoid that. Nothing as disgusting as a loan shark. Or a landlord. Yeah, see, exactly. This guy's cheaper and he has better benefits early on, so let's stick with him. And this guy is also good. So right now, we're good to go. So now we can start collection. It'll show us our ratings and everything. Yeah, Yakuza Grand Strategy game. A little bit of 4X. And as you can see, this is the Leisure King area. It's all the stuff near Tenkaichi. Which, unfortunately, brings out a completely unrelated thought that I'll talk about later. As you can see, we have different advisors, we have security, we have managers. Let's see. And now we're allowed to just kind of sit and wait. I don't remember exactly how long it takes. I usually assume about 10 minutes. gave that collections order like a pro. Now you just need to relax for a bit and that cash will come flowing in. Oh, and Yamanoi-san left me some funds to serve as your initial operating capital. I'll give that to you now. You received 15 million yen. Ooh, that food does look good. I like the little bento plate setup you got. This is a fortune. Are you sure? Of course. That nest egg and yurizake down on the first floor of this building. My little send-off to you. Please, use them with my blessing. Though relying on a single shop's profits is putting a lot of eggs in one basket. Why not buy another with that cash? If you want a solid starter, I'd recommend Sukiyaki Muranaka on Tenkaichi Street. It's a pretty popular spot, but still a comparatively affordable acquisition. Alright, I'll go have a look. So now we can head on downstairs and go buy a place. Or buy it out. And this section is really legitimately all about learning this specific subsystem. We're going to have something similar with Goro Majima later, and it is also the best game that we might be able to pull off in about 2 or 3 streams. Not that we're going to get to it in 2 or 3 streams from now, but that we can do the whole thing in 2 or 3 streams. Sukiyaki Muranaka. It's the main outpost of an old-school sukiyaki restaurant. They're always booked solid with reservations. What should I do? So now, we can buy it. I love that little pout. And now, we have a greater share, which means we rake in more profit. Giving Kiryu a swivel chair and a pithy mug that says rise and grind or 30 and flirty. Oh my god. That would be very good. Boss, there's a man outside the building holding a briefcase full of money. Ooh, welcome back. It looks like you acquired a new property. Also, those collections you ordered are in. The money is ready and waiting for you. So now we can go in and we can collect the profits. Boop. So we just earned 2 million yen. Another one? I'll get the manager. And so now we get to look at everything we've done and we can actually go in and start looking at investments. Let's see. Costs about 400,000 yen to invest, and we can only do it once per round per property. So now we can start collection again, and it looks like our ratings are still good. All we have to do to restart the economic influence is take them off the roster for 1 pay period. So we now get to wait and chill for a bit. Looks like these profits are in. This is exactly when you need to keep watch for one of the 5 billionaires picking a money battle. If you lose in that money battle, you'll lose ownership of a property, so be sure that you always appoint a manager. Right, got it. It's definitely a lot to keep in your head, though. True, but I'm sure you'll have it soon, Kiryu-san. Basically, you want to expand your holdings, grow those properties, and enhance your personnel roster. That will build your share and earn you greater profits. The bigger we get by repeating that process, the closer we'll be to shutting down the 5 billionaires. Right, I'm on it. Oh, one other thing. I'm leaving it up to you how to spend any profits in operating capital. In this line of work, you end up spending money in all sorts of ways. Invest wisely. That includes investing in yourself. I don't see how I'm going to spend this much money anytime soon, but thanks. I'll use it well, I hope. I trust that you will, Mr. President. Wait, I don't remember becoming president. No, but as a secretary, it just feels natural to call the one making all the business calls the president. Doesn't that really feel really secretary-ish to you? Does it? I wouldn't really know, but Yamanoi-san's the president here, isn't he? Well, yes, officially, but what's the harm? If Marina-san wants to call you that, I say let her. This is actually my first gig as a secretary, so I'm eager to be as secretary-ish as possible. Oh, you're a first-timer at this too. What did you used to do before Yamanoi-san hired you? That's a big juicy secret. Yeah? Okay then. I don't really care what you call me, so knock yourself out. Yay! Then let's aim for the top here, Mr. Prez. Right. She seems capable enough, but she's a little odd. I see a lot of headaches in my future. Ah well, I agreed to do this. I'm going all in. Oh, don't worry. As much as he struggles, he's not going to actually kink shame her. She's going to get her way. And we're going to let her, because she's perfect. This could be its own shonen anime conceit, just saying. Oof. Okay, I was going to meet Oda for that drink. He said the place was called Serena on Tenkaichi Street. So before we do that, we're going to use this opportunity to look over our business. So we have a few different places that we can pick up. We don't have a hell of a lot of money, but it's going to be worth it to hunt some down and pick up what we can, because we got a few people who are willing to help us out, including that damned Yankee. Golly, it's Kiryu-san. Yo, how's it hanging? Crazy Kyo from the Yokomichi Silvers. Hard to tell if you're acting like a gentleman or a Yankee as usual. So what brings you here today? I'm sorry. Actually, I want to work on my hooliganism with you, Kiryu-san. Please, let me work at your office and help your business. I really doubt you'll be able to be a better hooligan by working at my company. Please, I'll do anything. I don't even want money for it. No, if you're going to help, I'll pay you a salary. Even if we know each other, business is business. You're bitchin', Kiryu-san. Yo, I think I just learned some, shit about being a hardcore hooligan right now. And now we have a new advisor. He's really great at entertainment. Kiryu-san, thanks for helping me get my pistons pumping. Sure, let's kick it into top gear. Yeah, this is a common feature in these games when they have like this little mini game or the side game. Excuse me. Hey, you're Sachiko, the Brudaseta girl. Please, don't call me that anymore. I've completely stepped away from that scene. Oh, is that so? Good for you. And what are you doing here? Have you started up a new business or something? Well, it's about that. You know, I could help with your own business if you want. What? Help would be great, but you're still in high school, right? I'm not sure I can employ a high school student. I'm no ordinary high school student. I have connections and experience built up from my Brudasera business. I can help you with distribution, logistics, and whatever else your company might need. You make a good point. Besides, it's better for you to help a legit company instead of peddling panties. Exactly. Glad we agree. I look forward to working with you. Not to break labor laws in the ways only an adventure game could. Yeah, likewise. I did it. This will let me get a little closer to him. Did you say something? No, I didn't say a thing. Ugh, you're so nosy. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Turn around. That's not where we're going. Let's see. We got a couple more guys over here. Oh, you! You helped me with Monmon deal. Oh, yeah. You're the guy who gave me the password. Li Leung, was it? Right. Li Leung. I was looking for you. What? Why? I don't want any trouble. You're a man who gets things done. You help me with more deals. Look, I appreciate your help with the password, but I don't want to get involved in your other deals. Sorry. Oh, I didn't know you'd say that. But I do not give up. If I help, you will change mine someday. So, I help with your business. Having someone like you with your knowledge of the underworld would actually be a pretty big help. Yes, help you I can. Okay, it is settled. I work really hard. And now we have Li Leung, who's not great, but he does have like a 4 on his 4th day of work. which is pretty handy. Just according to plan. Now I am on inside. One day, I make him mine. Hey, you know I heard all that, right? Well, whatever. Thanks for your help. Dusty says, scream. The local blogs I follow are all posting about a guy holding suitcases full of money outside local businesses, and I had a feeling you were involved. So that's how you got here so fast. Everyone wants a piece of Kiryu. Oh, it's you! Didn't I see you at Queen Ayusama's dungeon? Oh, right. With Ayu the Dominatrix. What was your name? Ayusama calls me masochistic man. And pig, and slave, and I see. Thank you for your help at the playroom the other day. Well, help? Since that day, Ayusama has reached a whole new level as a dominatrix. Perhaps it's thanks to you. That's great. There are no words to express my humblest gratitude to you. So, instead of words, I would like to thank you with deeds. Deeds? The word on the street is that you're running a business. I thought perhaps I'd be able to use the skills from my day job as a consultant to serve. I mean, help you. Whoa, you're a consultant? I never would have guessed, but sure, I'd love to get your help. The more straight-laced you are on the streets, the more likely you are to be a freak in the sheets. So now we have him. This is wonderful. I'm looking forward to serving you. Please, make me squeal like a little piggy. Reek? Sure, you do realize you're not even trying to hide your freak flag right now, right? I guess it doesn't matter. Guys posting their W's. It's probably a shorter list to figure out who isn't trying to fuck, fight, or fraternize with Kiryu. I mean, he's a good boy. Helt Wild Apple. It's a small erotic massage parlor, but it gets good customer traffic. What should I do? We've got more than enough money, so let's go for it. Hi, Jack. Burr, 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 burr to you too. So we've increased our stake up to 17%. We're going to see if we can afford any other properties before we head on. Because once we're done with this, we're going to just move on with the story and not worry too much about everything. Nyoki Nyoki Academy. It's pretty old for an adult place, but it still seems popular. What should I do? We've got more than enough for that. I want to make sure we have at least a fair amount of money at the ready. Let's see. And we can check here. Ooh. The payout is actually about to happen. So let's go ahead and move back in, and then we'll call it good for the real estate for now. We'll pop in next time we're around, anytime we happen to walk by it, but we're not going to focus too hard on everything. Ooh. Telephone card. Erika Kitagawa. Not quite ready to pay out, but yeah, there's Patrick Nagel, there's the vault, there's our president desk. We can actually customize the general look of this place later on. Let's see. Oh, so close. So probably just need to take about 30 seconds before things finally click in. Girls want him, and boys want him. To be Kiryu. I salute you, President Desk. Alright, let's get that payout. That's a good 5 mil right off the bat. It'll be a slow investment, but it'll be worth it. So let's see. Now that we can invest a little bit more, and we have more advisors on hand, let's see if we can rank some stuff up. And look, between whatever's going on with the secretary, this guy who's not at all ashamed of what he's into, and the girl who with the network of used panty sniffers, Kiryu is building an empire of freaks who are great. See, you get it. Now, the other thing to bear in mind is that it costs money to invest. Every advisor has their own price tag for investment. But the higher their ability rank, the more worth their investment is going to be. So with that, we're able to get a part of the way to the next rank right away. We're going to do that again here, which should take us through rank D and most of the way through rank C. Jesus. Okay. And we don't have much in the way of options here, so there we go. We're still good on everything here, so let's go ahead and start collection. And we're good. Hell yeah. Yakuza Paradox spin-off game. Look, there are a couple of mini-games in Yakuza that actually would do great as standalone little mini experiences. The Cabaret Club is something that's apparently coming back in the Yakuza series, and as we play those, we're going to find out just how good they are. And they could be their own game. Just enhance them a little bit. That vault door reminds me of the time I went to pay rent at an office, and the apartment right next to it had a massive metal blast door. Oh my god. That's a little terrifying. Oh, I see that vault. Holy cow. That's absurd. I love the way that sequence was shot.
Yeah.
あれお客さん初めて
Don't
お好
worry,
きな席
Kiryu.
に
I
どう
feel
ぞ
the same.
いや、俺は待ち合わせで。
緊張してんじゃねえよ。
錦、
Such a good suit.
よ、
なんでお前がここに？
行きつけの店の1軒や2軒俺にだってあるさ。この店は今俺の一番のお気に。な、レナ。
あら錦山君のお知り合いあもしかして桐生さん
ああ、そうだか。
うわやっと会えた一度お会いしてみたかったのよ錦山君酔うとあなたの話しかしないからね
おい余計なこと言うな。まあいい。とりあえずここ座れよ。
Not ready to take our relationship to the next level yet.
「それにしても奇遇だな。
ああ、お前はよく来るのか。
まあな。組の兄貴たちもまだこの店は知らねえ。落ち着いて飲めるんだな。そのうちおめえも誘おうと思ってた。
ならちょうど手間が省けたな。
そういや、おめえさっき待ち合わせって言ってたか？
相手は橘不動産の小田だ。先に来てるはずなんだが。
小田さんならまだ来てないわよさあどうぞ最初の一杯は私のおごり
もともと小田におごられる予定だ。
なんだあまり乗客じゃないみたいね
なーに、俺たちはこれからの人間だからよ。
今度はユミちゃんにも会ってみたいな歓迎するわよ
あいつはまだ学生だよ。でもなんだったらここでバイトさせてやってくれ。
おい、ユミにこの町でホステスさせんのか？
人気出ると思わねえか？あいつはひまわりの頃から親父にモテる。
じゃあ期待の新人ね
そうかもな。
なんだか桐生さんユミちゃんのお父さんみたい
そこはせめて兄貴みたいって言ってやれよ。
失言ね
How many times are Kiryu and Majima going to be referred to as daddy? They're in their early 20s. Early to mid.
それにしても 立花不動産の小田って言ったか？ちょっと遅いんじゃねえのか。どうする？もう一杯飲むか？
いや、待つよ。先輩をほっといて俺だけ出来上がっちまうわけにもいかないからな。
ん？なんだよ、おめえも少しはサラリーマンっぽくなってきたじゃねえか。
これくらいで何言ってんだ。ただのマナー、常識だろ。
その常識がねえのがおめえだったろうが。
言ってろ。
ねえ、それならカラオケでもどう？
いいね、歌う歌う。
バカ、それじゃ酒飲んでんのと変わんねえだろう。つうかカラオケならこの前も。
じゃあお前は聞いてるだけでいい。俺が勝手に歌うから、それならいいだろ。
仕事上がりの時くらい固いこと一個なしよ。歌ってる間に小田さんもきっと来るわ。
しょうがねえな。
よし、そうと決まれば善は急げだ。ミュージックスタート。
Narratively mandated karaoke. Part 2. Celeryman is such a funny way to say it. I love it. So we've seen this before, but we're going to do it again. Because we have to. Composition. Hide lunch. So yeah, we actually get to see Nichiki actually singing it. I love that Kashiwagi's there too. I never noticed that. I've played this game like 4 or 5 times. I never noticed that. The brother Nishiki mix. Kiryu is that best friend who hypes up his pal in a nearly empty karaoke bar. That's some real bro stuff right there. It's really good. I love like the support system for that. Yes, it's the original VAs doing all of these karaoke bits. It's great.
おめえもなんだかんだ言ってノリノリだったじゃねえか。
しょうがねえから乗ってやっただけだ。
たく素直じゃねえな。本当はおめえも歌いたいんじゃねえのか。
そんなわけないだろ。たく。
それにしても小田ってやつ本当に遅いな。おめえの話を聞く限りそんなルーズなやつとも思えねえけどな。
本当ね。事故にでもあったんじゃないかしら。
So, what happened?
いらっしゃ。
Oh, that explains it. Yo, you good? Oh, it's a Wano.
元気そうだな。阿波野の兄貴。なんでここに？座ってろ、錦山。こいつらに見覚えあんだろ。桐生。
その説はお世話になりました。
桐生さん。
お前ら戦友やの。お前らが織田をやったのか。
その前にお前がうちのしのぎ邪魔したんだろ。立花不動産って言え、こそこそ登場会に盾ついてる連中で。組抜けて早々お前も義理ってものが分かってねえ。親父、ここは俺が。こいつ知ってるか？うちの岡部ってもんだ。例の戦友屋のしのぎはこいつの仕切りでな。かわいそうにおめえのせいでけじめつけちまった。おめえ今度は何やらかした？下っ端が口を挟むんじゃねえぞ。
Rude.
錦。いや、俺がこちらの片木さんと話してんだろうが。錦山よ、ガキがシャシャレ出てくんな。
From a development perspective, that's a hell of a thing to just add for a scene.
錦山は関係ねえ。こいつとはたまたま居合わせただけです。
ああでなくても次はてめえだ。ねえ親父、もうこいつやっちまっていいっすか？こいつの面見てるだけで俺らはもう。おう、片木の皆さんに迷惑かけねえようにな。店の外でやれ。
My nose hurts.
ここで錦山と飲んだら美人のママも一緒にな。来いや、桐生。
すぐに戻る。
おい、
He ain't wrong, but he really needs to be a little bit more tactful. She ain't done shit.
そんじゃこっちはこっちで楽しくやろうや。ねえ錦山。
God, they hired the perfect punchable face for this guy. I'm ready to go beast mode on Captain Turtleneck and shoulder pads. Riki Takeuchi. So what's... If anyone's interested, especially Judge.
組み抜けたその足で古巣にしょんべん
Anyone
引っ
wanna
掛けやがって。
talk a little bit about Riki
おかげで
Takeuchi?
うちは1000万からのしのぎがパーだ。死に急ぐのは勝手だがよ。もっと周りに迷惑かけねえようにしねえとな。何つったってんだ。土下座しろや、土下座。てめえたちは分かってんのか、バカ野郎。
なんか勘違いしてるらしいな。あんたらに詫び入れる気はねえよ。おとなしく殴られてやる理由もね
やる気なのか。そうかよ。面白いなお前。おれ、やってみろ。
Picture of a rock where he's wearing this fanny pack.
早くやれや。
You're right.
その
It's the same thing.
ここが最後の一戦だ。すぐそこに阿波野の親父がわざわざ出張ってきてる。そいつを承知でやるってんなら、その度胸だけは褒めてやるよ。
俺の仲間が血流してる。
錦山とそれに立花不動産のお前の連れがあいつはほんの少し可愛がっただけですぐてめえの居所吐いたよ。
Oh, he's a Takashi Miike Allen. Okay.
何が最後の一戦だ。てめえらとっくにそれ超えてん
I
だ。
got a lot of Japanese crime films to watch. He voiced Immortan Joe in the Japanese dub of Mad Max Fury Road. Oh my god. That's a great voice for that. Yeah, I'm not brushed up on Takashi Miike's works. I know of them, but I haven't watched a single Takashi Miike film. Which, by this point, with how much Yakuza I've watched, I really gotta. Like, him and... Oh my god, okay. These guys are not giving me a single opportunity. There we go. Whee! And because it's a story battle, we're gonna get a lot of money for this. Thanks for coming around, Lindsay. Good to see ya. I'm glad the job seems to be working out pretty well. Let's grab this and give him a whack. Ow! Are like artisanally bad. Yeah, they like from what I've been able to gather from my very distant view is that they are very scrappy. Like, he is a prolific director that has a very particular vibe, in sort of the same way as like Tarantino or Robert Rodriguez, where they're not necessarily super well crafted, but there's no production like a Miike production. Remake movie. Okay. Noted. Zebra Man! I haven't wanted to watch that. I've seen half of it.
やってみろよ。桐生よ、おめえ、なんで立花不動産にいる？
何？
分かってるぜ。風間の頭に指示されてんだろ。俺がわざわざこんな山で出張ってきたな。おめえが立花不動産と絡んでろって聞いたからだ。頭の息がかかったおめえやな。俺はよ、風間の頭が立花不動産を使って殻の一坪を追ってると踏んでるんだけどな。
Love how we're getting blamed so much for Kazuma's actions
俺の言ってること間違ってる
when we haven't spoken to him for the entirety of this game.
どう思うが、あんたの勝手だ。
The back half of it is not the front half of it. Yeah.
でも俺、おめえのそういうとこ
Little I've seen that adds up.
立花不動産、もう殻の一粒の持ち主を見つけたのか？そうか、まだか。それでも手がかりくらいは掴んでるはずだ。
俺は何も言ってねえぞ。
ねえ、いい。おめえの目を見りゃ全部わかんない。おめえは分かりやすくてほんといいや。
勝手にやってろ。
なあ、桐生よ。俺に立花不動産の社長と合わせろ。やつはうまいこと隠れ回ってるようでな。 会うにはおめえに仲立ちしてもらうのは手っ取り早い。
俺はもう堂島組を抜けてる。あんたに指図される義理はね。
やってくれりゃ戦友屋の件は水に流してやる。おめえ風間が殻の一つに手出そうとしたこともな。それともこのまま的にかけられていか。堂島組傘下の全組織からだ。無所に逃げ込んだとしても無駄だぜ。死ぬまで追い込む。それも楽に死ねると思う。
やってみろ。
ちゃんと頭使って聞いてるか。これはおめえだけの話じゃねえ。その次はおめえの兄弟も始末する。錦山のことだ。このままじゃあいつはおめえのとばっちりだ。助けてやれや。
あんた立花に会ってどうする気だ。
殻の一つの情報を洗いざらい吐き出させるだけだ。その後部外者にはご退場ねえよ。
つまり殺すってことか。
朝まで考える時間ある。立花渡すかおめえが死ぬか、どっちか選んで今夜中に連絡しろや。返事がねえ時は狩りを始める。獲物は当然お前の首だ。
And that's chapter 5. With 20 million more in the bank. So I actually wrote down a lot of these movies just so I have... I had the idea of finally making a list of things I want to experience that aren't stream related. Because I've been getting a lot of great suggestions from people for movies to watch, games to play, that aren't necessarily for stream, but I'm really fascinated by. Like, I still have links to, you know, Sly and Dual Hearts and Forever Kingdom and a bunch of other things just kind of floating around. And now Yakuza Apocalypse. Yeah, later, Dingleberry. Chapter 6, The Yakuza Way.
Mama, もういいよ。迷惑かけた。
小田さん。
And yeah, you're referencing No More Heroes 3 with that screenshot, Judge, which, oh my god, just has podcast sections where they talk about film directors. It's great.
桐生。すまねえ、兄弟。俺はまるでお前の力になってやれなかった。
いや、それはこっちのセリフだ。結局お前のことまで巻き込んじまった。悪い。
おい、お前、これからどうする気だ。さっきの青野ってやつにうちの社長を渡せって言われたんだろ。さっきおめえが下で暴れてる間、阿波野の兄貴がそう言ってたんだ。これから堂島組が組を挙げて立花の社長を探すことになるってな。
So now we can start seeing why Tachibana is so
俺から
secretive.
もお前を説得しろって言われたよ。立花を渡すことがお前が死なずに済む唯一の道だと。よう、社長は今お前の濡れ衣晴らすために町中の情報を集めてんだ。その社長の首を堂島組に差し出すのか。あんた黙ってろ。なんだと。 断りゃ立花の代わりに桐生が的にされる。組織ぐるみで追われりゃいくらなんでも生き残れねえ。だったらうちの社長が殺されることは構わねえのか。てめえらが桐生を巻き込んだんだろうが。
よせ、相手は怪我人だ錦。それにいずれ堂島組を敵に回すのは俺も承知の上だった。思っているそのタイミングが早かっただけだ。
おめえ堂島組相手に正面切って喧嘩売るつもりか。バカ言ってんじゃねえ。まさか親さんだってここまでひどくなるとは思ってなかったはずだ。
You say that.
それは確かにそうかもしれない。もともと立花社長は堂島組と正面から勝ち合う前に例の殻の一粒をかっさらうつもりでいた。堂島組にとってあの土地は10億じゃ効かねえ価値があるんだ。それをうまく使えばうちも神室町の一角を担う組織になれる。堂島組でさえやすやすとは潰せない組織に。ただこうまで早く堂島組の幹部に目つけられちまうとはな。天野の兄貴を甘く見すぎだ。あの人はクセなんかとは比べ物にならねえよ。切れ者だ。とにかく社長と話してみる。ママ、電話貸してくれ。全員が助かる道だってあるはずだ。うちが殻の一つもの所有者を抑えりゃ堂島組と取引できる余地もある。だといいがよ。社長、小田です。今桐生とセルナって店にいます。ええ、それで堂島組の天野が社長を渡せと桐生に持ちかけてきました。はい、うちが殻の一粒を追っていることにも気づいてます。だから社長は今すぐ身を隠してください。俺はもう桐生は信用できないと思います。社長を堂島組に売るかもしれない。
That's kind of a dick move, but it's understandable.
いいんだ錦。
でもよこれでも俺にも社長がどこにいるかはわからない。くそ！悪く思うなよ。
騒がせたな、ママ。怖い思いをさせてすまなかった。
うちの心配なんて。それよりこれからどうするの？
I don't really fault Oda in that sequence.
桐生、おめえどうする気なんだよ。
今さらジタバタしても始まんねえ。もともと組を抜けた時は一人でやるつもりだった。
Dick move, but a necessary
ま
dick
ずは
move.
クゼを捕まえて俺の濡れ衣を晴らす。振り出しに戻ったな。
バカ野郎、この状況でそんなことできるわけねえだろ。
それでも俺はやるしかねえんだ。
Yeah, Kat, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, Kiryu's being very pragmatic right now. Back to clearing my name, huh? Come to think of it, I still haven't been back to give the Emperor Law a proper once over. Cops may have cleared out by now. Could be worth going to take a look. Yeah, they're kind of treating... Oda is treating Kiryu as a potential liability. Simply because Tachibana trusts him, and Oda trusts him, and as long as they're affiliated with each other, there's going to be that risk. So Kiryu, being this kind of obstinate person who has a very specific path forward, gets it. Because I think he would do something similar. Maybe not exactly like that, but he'd probably do it. What's this music? Did Marina leave the radio on? Oh, that girl. How am I supposed to turn this thing off? Is this the off button? Whoa! What's this? Guess I changed the channel on the radio. As always, we kick off the show with shout-outs to our faithful listeners by reading off their postcards. This guy is as cheesy as it gets. I need to turn this off before he gets in my head. Today's featured postcards from our listener, the Thinking Driver-san. Hi, Dolce Kabiya-san. I listen to your show all the time. Hello to you too, and thanks. I have a girlfriend I adore. But this morning at breakfast, we got into a huge fight. Doesn't sound like a complete part of anyone's morning. The argument was over what kind of condiment to put on a sunny side up egg. Why would anyone argue about something so stupid? I use soy sauce like any self-respecting Japanese man, but she uses tonkotsu sauce. Can you believe that? Well, everyone has their preferences. Since then, we haven't exchanged a single word. Some things are important enough to take a stand on. Maybe so, but some things aren't so important either. P.S. What do you put on your eggs, Kamiya-san? The Thinking Driver-san, you're making a monstrous boo-boo fighting with your girl over something like that. I think you need to apologize for being so saucy. Whoa! By the way, I put ketchup on my fried eggs. What is the deal with this radio show? It actually reads stories that insane on the air?
Congratulations!
Oh, would you look at this? That's the third postcard we've read on the air from Thinking Driver-san. Congratulations! The Thinking Driver-san will have a fantabulous prize heading your way. I'm not saying what, but it's worth a cool million yen. What? A million yen? Oh, it's time already. Too bad, too sad, but that's our show for today, folks.
See you next time.
All right, then, make sure to tune in again. Goodbye, and see you next time. What in the world is going on? They read 3 of your postcards on the air, you'll win something worth a million yen. Makes you rethink the value of things. I mean, the postcard about fried eggs got used on the show. Maybe even I could write something. Oh, Mr. President, you're here. Hmm? Oh, where were you? You left the radio on. Oh, I'm sorry. I went out to buy some office supplies. Like pens, paper clips, and postcards.
Nani?
What? Postcards? Why? Do you have something against postcards? Oh, no, I was just thinking I wanted some postcards. Ah, okay. In that case, I'm going to put them in the desk drawer. Please, feel free to use them. Got it. Thanks. If there's something I can write about, maybe I should try sending in a postcard. So, now we have access to the postcard sub-stories. We're going to wait a little bit before we do all this because there are... like, we need a few different sub-stories to clear first. Kiryu is kind of hilariously cold sometimes in pragmatic terms, and that ties a little into his tattoo of all things. It's hard to tell sometimes, but Kiryu's tattoo is a blue dragon. And just like Oni, blue dragons are all about tranquility, serenity, and... oh god, these beats are funky. Alright. Kiryu, you silly Billy, you can get a million yen by punching 4 people outside of your door. Alright. Money battle! So now... we have to hit X a whole lot. There we go. And every time we do them, we get a little bit of a bonus. Let's see. Bump that to a B. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use the 2 million yen investment. We have 2. You need a few different ones, but I think like Quest for RQ3 is one of them. And I think How to Train Your Dominatrix might be another one. Okay, and do we have any others? No. And it looks like we might be good for one more round with these guys. Hell yeah. It's going to take a while before we can invest super heavily. Okay. So we can pick our nickname. I Heart Nishiki would be really good. But Judgment Kazi is what I always pick. Anybody have a preference for how we want to be referred to on the radio? I don't actually know if, like, there's, like, any difference. In fact, I don't know if it's, like, something that changes, because I always pick Judgment Kazi. So, let's put it to a vote. Do we want to just name ourselves Kazuma Kiryu? Do we want to be Judgment Kazi? Or do we want to be I Heart Nishiki? I don't remember if there's anything that stops us from picking the others. That's one vote for I Heart Nishiki. Bros. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if that works. This is tough. I bet Nishiki would be good at coming up with something snappy sounding. Nishikiyama, Nishiki, maybe just I Heart Nishiki? Wait, what? I think I just creeped myself out. Need a different approach. So okay, there we go. There's a lot of, there are a lot of fake options that we get to explore, just various alternatives. This is stupid. Why shouldn't I just use my real name? Then again, what if he actually does read my postcard? If anyone knew I was listening, I'd die of shame. Yeah, I need a pen name. Alright, there we go. I should base the name off something I like. Favorite food, favorite color. One of those strike a chord. Favorite song, Judgment. That's it. Judgment Kazi will do. Yeah, he no-homed it. But don't worry. It's still... I'm straight. I mean, I'm mostly straight. Do think about Nishiki a lot. In fact, I'm thinking about him right now. Why did I go straight to I Heart Nishiki? I'm going to pocket that for later. Just going to swallow that. Do I have time to sit down and write a postcard for the radio show? Yes! What should I write about? Needs to be a topic Dolce Kamiya would want to read on air. So, a lot of these won't work, but 2 of them definitely will. Quest for RQ3 and a lesson in S&M. So we're going to go ahead and I'll write about helping that kid who had his RQ3 taken. Let's see. There.
Oi.
Hey, Marina. Can you mail this postcard for me? Oh, sure. Of course. But, whatever you do, don't read it. Of course not. Why would I? Never, ever read it. Oh, for crying out loud, I won't. I hope they choose my postcard. Better tune into Dolce Kamiya's radio show next time and check. So, let's go ahead and make this pop. All we have to do is, I think, head out and head back in again. Because these games operate on their own sense of time. Oh, here we go. Cut it out! Shut the hell up, woman. Like I said before, I want to see that Kairyu man, or whatever his name is. Hurry it up! Like I already told you, he's not here right now. Hey, I'm right here. What do you want? Mr. President! Oh, you're the president. Wait a minute. I bumped into you on the street before, right? So you're President Kiryu, eh? And you're the Leisure King. So what do you want with us? We've got better things to do than to reminisce with you. Hey now, you come into my turf and mess with my business? And that's all you have to say for yourself? Where's your manners, man? And I don't see what your problem is. I'm running a legit business here. Don't you get it? I'm telling you, That is my problem. So what's this about? Beating around the bush isn't my style. If you get in my way, you get a little visit from me and my boys. You remember what happened to Yamanoi, right? You're rotten to the core. I can't let you keep your stranglehold over this area. I'll shut your pie hole right now, so you can't give me lip like that. Hey, Takashida. Sir? Why don't you educate this idiot president? Yes, sir. Don't blame me if you end up dead, asshole. Is the Leisure King's name Larry by chance? This nerd didn't even know about the show 5 minutes ago, and now he's like, oh crap, I hope they read my postcard. He's kind of just a kid, you know? He's got childlike sensibilities. I'd say childish, but he's not really a childish character. And bonk. And double bonk. Look, I faced off against the scarier and scummier guy not 10 minutes ago. I'll make you eat your own cheap suit. Takashida didn't stand a chance, eh? Not bad, not bad. Looks like you can walk the walk. You know what? I think I'll let you off the hook for today. But if you piss me off again, you're dead meat. I'll take you out myself. And don't you forget it. And if you die, all your properties will become mine. I'm perfectly fine managing things that way. If you don't want to die, get out. If you don't get out, I'll kill you. Simple, right? Think about it, man. Don't screw with the 5 billionaires. Mr. President, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. The Leisure King will do anything to get what he wants. Probably have to fight him one of these days. I need to be careful. He's not immature, he's just gracefully ignorant of the world. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, actually. Like, he knows a lot of stuff about the things he knows about. And anything outside of that, nothing. Complete blank. Okay, so we still got a bit of time before things pop off. So let's listen to the radio. Dolce is on.
皆様ご機嫌いかがでショータイム司会のドルチェ神谷です
As always, we kick off the show with shout-outs to our faithful listeners by reading off their
ドル
postcards.
チェ神谷のおはがきドルチェ
Come on, Dolce. Read the postcard from Judgment Kazi.
ジャッジメントカズキンさん
Today's featured postcard is from our listener, Judgment Kazi-kun. Hello, Dolce Kamiya-san. Hello. I love your show, regular listener. Thank you. The other day, I met a young schoolboy who had his RQ3 game stolen from him. Oh no. That game's really popular, I hear. It was a high schooler who took the younger kid's game. But then the high schooler had it taken by a punk, who then got it stolen by a Yakuza. Oh, wow. It turned out that the Yakuza was the father of the little boy who had the game stolen originally. I couldn't believe it. Oh, whoa, now there is a twist ending. P.S. Do you play games, Dolce Kamiya-san? Judgment Kazi-kun, are you making up stories? What are the chances? But if it's true, that's a sad state of affairs where people would steal video games. Did the father give it back to him? I hope everything worked out. As for me, I only play one game. The game of love. Whoa. Okay, it's time already? Ah, too bad, too sad, but that's our show for today, folks.
See you next time
All right. Make sure you tune in again. Goodbye and see you next time. My postcard. That was my radio debut.
よっしゃ
All right.
呼んだぜ
I got on the air. Mr. President, is something the matter? Yeah, I mean, no, it's nothing. What a good boy. This is a good game. There's a very old man mentality in Kiryu of the world is full of complicated issues that are really way simpler than they seem, but it rarely feels like he resents that. He'll happily throw fists when necessary, aka always, but he doesn't go straight to fists, nor does he berate anyone who doesn't either. It's part of what makes the game so cathartic in general. Taking complicated situations and boiling them down to cool punch-ups, but always in the service of the underdog / outsider / downtrodden. Right? Like, it's... I love his ethos. I love his moral his moral fiber. He's got a great spine. And the games, like, even Like a Dragon Ishin is very much about that kind of thing, and the games are built around this ideology. It's a great immersion point for the player who may not know about all this stuff, and it's just really fun character development. Longtime listener writes the dude who has listened to one show for 5 minutes. Yup. I'll write about training a dominatrix how to be better at her job. Let's see. There.
Oi.
Hey, Marina, can you mail this postcard later? Oh, of course. Are postcards your new hobby? Not exactly. Just don't read it. I won't. Never, ever read it. I said I won't. Stop saying that. I hope they choose my postcard. Better tune into Dolce Kamiya's radio show next time and check. He's got great strength, but he's also equally compassionate and understanding, which is a big difference to me. Yeah. And it seems that's kind of the extension of the writers themselves, the studio itself. They don't always get it right, but they are very rarely, if ever, attributed to a certain amount of maliciousness, you know? Like, it's good shit. It's one of the reasons why I like the game so much. As we get into Yakuza 4, which is a long ways from now, but still, maybe not that far. Yakuza 4's Taiga Saejima has a lot of this vibe as well. Like, they are very willing to just wear their heart on their sleeve and say what they mean sometimes, and it's so good. It's so good. I don't think you understand how good it is. Okay, who is our best bets? Li Leung is kind of expensive. Safety influence does go down. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to bite the bullet on this one. So let's start collection and move on. Let's go listen to this. He also doesn't have the same level of dissonance some protagonists have. You can believe he's this badass who lays out entire gangs, but also a dude who gets excited about radio shows and video games and slot car racing. Yeah. He wears his heart on his sleeve. It's so good. It's on. He's my favorite meddler. As always, we kick off the show with shout-outs to our faithful listeners by reading off their postcards. Come on, Dolce. Read the postcard from Judgment Kazi. Today's featured postcard is from our listener, Judgment Kazi-kun. Hello, Dolce Kamiya-san. Hello. I love your show, a regular listener. Thank you. The other day, I became friends with a dominatrix who works at an S&M club. Oh, whoa, this is getting juicy. She said she wasn't good at berating people, so I ended up teaching her how to do that. Really now? Tell me more, Judgment Kazi-kun. There was a problem, though. I don't know very much about S&M, so it was pretty challenging. I learned a lot, too. Oh, really? And what all did you learn? P.S. Does S&M interest you, Dolce Kamiya-san? Judgment Kazi-kun says he doesn't know very much about S&M, but he took on the challenge anyway. That's what I call taking the dominant position. But could there really be a dominatrix who's bad at berating people? Please, mail me the name of the club where she works. And, seal that envelope, if you don't mind. As for me, I don't care much for S or M. The only thing that whips me up is you. Whoa, that's the second time Judgment Kazi-kun has had a postcard featured on the show. If you get on air 3 times, you win a deluxe gift worth a cool 1,000,000 yen. Keep your postcards coming, listeners. Oh, It's time already? Ah, too bad, too sad, but that's our show for today, folks.
See you next time.
All right then. Make sure to tune in again. Goodbye, and see you next time. Another one of my postcards got on the air.
よっしゃ
All right.
読まれたぜ
I got on the air. Mr. President? Is something the matter? Yeah, I mean, no, it's, nothing. All right, so we don't have any other postcards to deal with right now. So let's move on with the story. We've got about 10 minutes left in the stream, so let's go do that. We see how brutal Majima is when he gets the chance to let the mask slip for even a moment, but also how he gets channeled into him diving headlong into any problem. Yeah, he's almost like excited to do that, which is one of the reasons why I like Majima so much. He's not... He's just as fascinated by these problems. Ooh. Yeah.
この金でどうだ
They have such a different ethos that still leads them to the same kinds of, like, effective conclusions. And how can I not love that? It's genuinely good game design. It gives you a character who very naturally fits in with the kinds of situations you want to put him in. And that's a hell of a lot better than games where, you know, the characters kind of ironically involving themselves or, you know, taking the piss out of every single little sub-story or challenge. That ironic detachment tends to just really muck things up. Kamurocho Health Plaza, this place is famous for having lots of attractive young women on staff. What should I do? We have enough for it. All right. Now, how are we doing on businesses right now? We only have, Sushigin. That's south of us. And it looks like the second building from the south on the southwest side might have some other stuff on the north side of it. But we don't have enough money right now, so we're not going to worry about that right away. Oh, and it looks like we have another sub-story to do. Let's see if anything pops for this. Majima is fun because he acts a bit more like a usual snarky RPG protag. He's more dismissive than Kiryu, but yeah, it's only on the surface. And he has that same fine in for a penny mentality. Yup. Okay, I think we can't really do that yet. It's going to show up, but have you ever seen and potentially enjoyed that James Caan movie Thief? Haven't seen it. I'm going to put it on my list. Kiryu's love of this dorky radio show reminds me of Edgeworth and the Steel Samurai. Oh my god. If I can get some people together, I would love to do Ace Attorney. That would be a long series though, but... Because I would love to showcase that entire series. Ryona Minami. I recommend it because there is a reading of that movie from the villain's point of view that recontextualizes the whole movie. Ooh. So, don't tell me what that is because I would love to watch that movie once and then learn what that fact is. I think that would be really neat. I need more movies that I can, like, actually chew on a little bit. I can easily see it as Majima going, alright, a chance to let off some steam and help someone out to boot. Yeah, that's actually pretty on point. I have a problem and the solution is cracking some skulls. What to do? Go on. Alright, let's check out the empty lot. Malik, your statement there, media literacy can make terrible movies amazing and expensive movies shittier. I could not agree more with you with that. Oh, hey! There you are. Hi, buddy.
立花。なんでここに？
警察が調べ尽くした現場です。もう真犯人につながるような証拠は残っていませんよ。
I don't know, they are cops.
うちの情報網を使ってクゼを洗いました。もしクゼがあなたをはめた黒幕であれば、ここでの殺しのために殺し屋を雇ったはずです。ですがクゼの周りにそういう動きはありませんでした。
どういうことだ？
つまりあなたに殺しの濡れ衣を着せた黒幕はおそらくクゼじゃありません。他にいます。
何？
今私が掴んでいる情報はここまでです。それをあなたにお伝えしようと思いましてね。
そのためだけにあんたはここに？
ええ、ですがご心配なく、私はカムロ町から姿を消しはしません。堂島組がうちの動きに気づくまでもう少し時間がかかると思っていましたが、それでも想定の範囲内です。
その割に小田は淡くってだな。
小田さんにもまだ伝えてないことですが、実はこの殻の一坪の所有者を見つけました。
え？
訳あってまだ接触はできていません。ですがその人物をうちが抑え、殻の一坪を手に入れれば、堂島組は我々に土地を売ってほしいと頭を下げることになる。この土地の価値はそれだけの力を生むんです。ですから桐生さん、あなたにはそれまでの間死なずにいていただきます。無理な相談でしょうか？
殻の一粒の持ち主はいつ抑えられるんだ
？1日ください。ただし他言無用です。たとえ相手が錦山さんや柏木さんであっても。
あんたを今阿波野に売り渡せば、俺は堂島組に狙われずに済むんだがな。
あなたがそういう人なら、私はこんなところにのこのこ顔を出したりしませんよ。明日連絡します。どうかそれまで堂島組から生き延びてください。桐生さん。
All I can do now is wait for word from Tachibana. Better head home and lie low there. Alright, and I think that will be the last thing we do. Nope, we got one other thing to do real quick. Whoa there, buddy. Not so fast. You planning to just waltz past without a word? You want through here, you gotta pay the toll. A shakedown? I feel bad for the guy, but I can't really afford to get involved right now. Oi! You immune or something, Blondie? If you don't want to get hurt, let's see some cash already. Oh, if you insist. Just be sure you pick it all up. Huh? Huzzah! Whoa! It's money! Right on! I've never seen so much dough in one place. Whoa, hey! I had my hand on that one first. Keep your grubby mitts off my dough! Shut up! Move your frickin' leg! Oh my! Peasants truly are a sordid lot. Oh-ho! Did you want some of my money as well? No. Then I shall be on my merry way. Until next time, cheers! Wait, do you always throw wads of cash just to clear the road like that? But of course! Why? At the point you cough up the money, it's no different from getting mugged. I suppose commoners just can't understand. Excuse me? You see, when you're not just wealthy but obscenely rich, physical capital is like dust. It just accumulates. Gets in the way, really. That was loose change. I won't miss it. On the other hand, having my precious time wasted by base ruffians like them is a serious loss. If I could buy that time back with coin, why, I'll pay as much as it takes. Buying time literally. Precisely so. Why not give it a try if you're curious? Give what a try? Let fly with the great whopping wad of wealth. Oh, no, I wouldn't. I'm just not in that big a rush, honestly. Truly, have you never been out on a stroll and felt the other pedestrians were in your way? Not ever? Well, sure, I guess a few times. Oh, you see? Then give it a try right now. I'm sure you'll feel the thrill of sending those human hurdles scattering. Sure, but I don't have that much cash to burn on a whim. Not to worry, I will be your financier this one time, and as a special gift. You need focus only on enjoying the rush of flinging cash confetti. Okay, deal. If you're really willing to pay for it, I'll give it a go. Press square while walking around the city to take a handful of your money and fling it into the air. Try using it to attract the women behind you. Whee!
Huh?
You'll often find your way completely blocked by punks eager for a fight. They'll literally leap at the chance to fill their pockets. So, whoop. This guy looks like a grown-up Elroy Jetson. Oh my god. Not like I came out to see your face or anything. Incidentally, I have dinner reservations for two. You'll simply strut past them while they're busy scrabbling over each other to pick it all up. And then boom! By judiciously wasting money, you can buy your way out of most unnecessary conflicts. Keep it in mind the next time you're in a hurry. Isn't that great? If we're going to be in an economic boom, we are going to game mechanics the hell out of it. Oh, truly magnificent money blasting. For a moment, I completely forgot you were merely another plebeian. Is that what being rich is like? Honestly, I can't say it feels very good to waste it like that. Perhaps, but aren't there times where you're far too hurried to be embroiled in the petty squabbles of the underclass? That's not... Okay, yeah. Right? Really. Whoever said time is money is an utter buffoon. Time is a far more precious resource. It's finite. Fair enough. I can see a weird sort of logic to that. Then I've made my case. Take my advice. If you're ever in danger of being dragged into a meaningless fight, just let loose with a heaping helping of legal tender. So you're clearly loaded. But how'd you earn all that cash? Oh, I take it you've caught a case of money fever. Maybe. I'm just thinking it'd be convenient if there was a quick way to make some extra money. Common sense tells me that's crazy to wish for, but I may as well ask. Oh, but there is. Seriously? The very epitome of high risk, high return. It's been my golden goose, and now I dine on diamond foie gras. It being... Head for Theater Square. If you're truly a man of means, you'll find your way from there. What am I looking for? Oh, you'll know it when you see it. A paradise exclusively reserved for the upper echelons of wealth and taste. Though, naturally, that isn't my only source of income. I've quite a diverse portfolio. Or should I say we, put most of our capital to work in a certain system that gives rise to considerable profits. If you wish to hear more about that as well, drop by Vincent. You'll find me there most of the time. Vincent. Got it. This has been a most stimulating use of my time. Ta-ta! Tachibana may have new intel tomorrow, but that doesn't mean everything will be over then. I should tuck away as much cash as I can now, so I'm ready for whatever comes. Said I'd find a way to make big money at Theater Square. It's worth a look. Alright, so we're gonna pop out for now. I'm gonna catch up with the chat as I head to a save point. Yakuza's mega rich light bending guy is a little less light bending, but just as cheery. Didn't have to talk to any shipping containers either. This is hilarious, but I would also like to see this man take a brick to the face. I love how this is literally the only Yakuza game with this mechanic. Yep, It is just because it's an economic boom for the hell of it. Or you could kick the punks while they're on the ground. Also fair. Didn't know Richie Rich spent time in Japan. Okay, step 1, inherit your family's emerald mine in Africa, and that's about it. A paragon for the upper echelons of taste. So, bump fights. It has to be bump fights. You are half right and in a way completely right. Here, you remember lying low, the thing you were going to do? Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So, hey, we are going to call it good for today. How much did we do? We got through all of chapter 5. We actually made like good time, actually. And we started the real estate minigame. I'll be doing that off stream, just building up currency and saving at each point so that we don't skip any story. But this is how I'm going to be grinding off screen. Main plot knows better than to intrude on the sub stories, right? So yeah, I've been Robin and Jack without seeing will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. The usual housekeeping is VOD is available for 60 days after initial airing, and check out my YouTube channel, which I'll be providing links for as like everything gets uploaded. You can find within a day Yakuza 0 being uploaded there. I'm also going to be uploading other videos, but they're not going to be like, you're not going to get notified. They're just going to be there. So go to the channel, you'll see everything I got. If you want to support the channel, there are follower and subscriber exclusive emotes, including the Hi Debbie emote designed by Lark and the Angelus Poggers emote. The rest designed by me, all drawn by me. And click the notification bell so you know when I'm going online. And I think that's everything. So thank you all for coming. Get hydrated, get vaccinated, get masked up, be good, be safe, be awesome, and be gone. Bye, everybody.